two more presentations, and just like our theme says, science for everyone, everyone for science. We've heard from lawyers and doctors and scientists, and we've heard from policy advocates. Coming to the stage right now, right? Oh, posing for a photo with Dr. Luke Dollar now, off to the side, and then coming to the stage, come on up here, are the ACE Action Fellows. ACE is the Alliance for Climate Education. Their mission is to educate young people on the science of climate change. So these are young teens, high school, is there something better to say than high school kids, or can you identify as a kid? Students, you're students, of course, that's the word. High school students who are fighting climate change. And so, yes, a nice round of applause. Science for everyone, everyone for science. And we're gonna hear from Zoe Bettman and Aria Pantula.
Hi, my name is Zoe Bettman and I'm a fellow with the Alliance for Climate Education, like all these lovely ladies on stage with me. I was born in southern Utah and spent my early childhood being trekked across our national parks on my parents' backs. What was impressed upon me at an early age was my parents' deep appreciation for nature. As I grew up, I realized that I could no longer take the outside world for granted. Sad as it was, learning of all the many threats that the natural world faces, it empowered me to want to be part of the solution. Sometimes, like many of you, I feel overwhelmed with the enormity of the issue. When that happens, I remember how much I want my 9-year-old little sister and her generation to experience all the beauty the planet has to offer. Climate change is an enormous threat to all North Carolinians. We've all seen the science and know just how serious of an issue it is. From rising sea levels, there are some who see the science and choose to ignore it. And yet still others who not only ignore it, but pour hundreds of millions of dollars into propaganda, minimizing and in extreme cases, denying the existence of climate change. Last year, the CCM, or the Climate Change Counter Movement, received $900 million. That's enough money to install solar panels on nearly 80,000 homes in North Carolina. It's mind-boggling to think of how much could be accomplished with the money being used to misinform people. We need to educate people to trust the overwhelming majority of climate scientists who have confirmed that global warming is real and that the primary cause is humans. We need to make sure that everyone knows that climate change is not merely a hoax invented by the Chinese government, as a certain political leader suggests. In the midst of so much information coming at us at once, it's understandable that so many are confused, and it's up to us to set the record straight. Don't just leave it up to Neil deGrasse Tyson. As great as he is, you can have the biggest impact on your friend's family. Not just Tyson, not just Duke Energy commercials, not even Donald Trump can have the same impact as you can in one-on-one conversations. Especially if you are in your youth, we need you. We need you to take action past this march. We need you to have conversations with your friends, family, and peers about climate change. And equally as important, we need you to call our legislators and remind them that we are the generation that's going to vote them out of office if they make decisions that will harm our future.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Aria Pantula and I'm 17 years old. 2 years ago, I stood on a magnificent expanse of ice, the Athabasca Glacier. Water flowed around my feet, rushing to the foot of the glacier. Each drop, a part of the massive recession that the glacier experiences each year. A signpost stood next to me, marked with the year, 2016. I had walked nearly a mile to get here. A mile that this glacier has receded in the past 125 years. I was a witness to the steady destruction of this glacier. And the culprit? Climate change, caused by humans. We have all witnessed the detrimental effects of climate change, the natural beauty that it has destroyed, the strain it has applied on our economy, the lives that it has claimed. 7.3 million lives every year due to air pollution, according to the World Health Organization. 7.3 million lives. To maintain the status quo would be to embrace a future wholeheartedly in which clean air would be a luxury. Other countries have recognized the problem, have implemented legislation to stop the sale of vehicles using fossil fuels and have invested in educating the workforce around renewable energy industries. If them, why not us? Many of us know someone, whether a kid, an adult, a senior citizen, whose respiratory health prevents them from leaving their home on a day with poor air quality. Many of us have already lost homes and belongings due to forest fires, flooding, and severe hurricanes. Will we wait until rising sea levels submerge the Outer Banks? Until the national parks that define our beautiful country become nothing more than fond memories? The science is irrefutable, and apathy is not an option. That's why two fellow youth and I have filed a petition to the North Carolina Environmental Management Commission to institute a rule to eliminate carbon dioxide emissions by 2050. It's why we are continuing the fight to build a solution to climate change, a solution that transcends the boundaries of politics, occupation, age, and socioeconomic status. Some of us are too young to vote, but we know,
as do our elected representatives, that climate change is not slowing down. Our petition is a valuable first step towards a secure future. It would entail a policy based on climate science that could bring differing perspectives to the table. It is a first step, but it is not a solution in itself. Our petition has strengthened my resolve
to take action in the fight against climate change. In the face of setback, of indifference, we have no choice but to persevere. And so I request everyone here today to make one change in your life, and together we can protect the planet that we all call home. Be mindful of your water usage. Use public transportation. Don't leave the air conditioning on in an idling car. Reach out to your elected representatives to support policy on climate change. Take action. Because climate change, it affects all of us. Because only unity can provide a viable solution. Because we deserve clean air and a secure future. Thank you.
Excellent. That was Aria Pantula and Zoe Bevan and the ACE Action Fellows. And I want to amend the song lyric I quoted before and say, I believe children are the present, which bodes well for the future. We have one final speaker, and then we're going to hear a little more music from Marty and Kevin Long. Sorry, Kevin. Maybe even Colin. And I just want to remind you, last chance before you leave, that you can register to vote and you can buy a t-shirt, Raleigh March for Science, or a button over there.